Alderwoman Johnson.
Here.
Alderman Williams. Alderwoman Melton. Alderman Robinson.
Here.
Alderwoman Wilkins. Alderwoman Artis.
Here.
Alderwoman Carter.
Here.
Alderman Holt.
Here.
We have quorum.
Please stand for the pledge. Pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic
Which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
This time I entertain a motion to adopt the agenda.
So moved.
Motion made by Alderman Artis, is there a second? Second by Alderman Carter, any discussion? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same sign. Item E, approve of minutes, looking for motion. Approve minutes for August 12th, 2024, regular session.
So moved.
Motion made by Alderman Robinson, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Holt, any discussion? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same sign. Item F, approval of warrants for August and September, the amount of $106,675.42. Need motion to approve.
So moved.
Motion made by Alderman Holt, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Robinson, any discussion? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same sign. We'll go into mayor's report, just a few items to cover. As you know, the Great Streets Project, West Florida Project is coming up. And we talked about briefly that they were trying to get a TDD, which would be a taxing district, the businesses to help take care of the maintenance of the landscape once it's completed. It had to pass in every municipality. It did not pass in the city of Ferguson. So we will not be moving forward with a TDD. So now we're having meetings to discuss ways to properly maintain what will be built. So that's my ongoing instruction. We meet every 2 weeks. And so we'll try to come up with a plan. It's going to have to probably include our public works department, will be involved heavily. And so it will be a burden on the city at this point. So, but more details will come. Nothing finalized yet, but because Ferguson voted it down, we can't move forward as an entire district. So, unfortunately. On August 24th, I attended the funeral services of Marquise Thompson, a brother of our Lieutenant Thompson, and just want to tell him again, we're still in our prayers for loss of a brother. Excellent memorial service and repast, and we have condolences from the city, as we stated before. On August 25th, I attended the 47th pastoral anniversary of our friend Reverend Tommy Pearson, whose church is on Chambers and Glen Owen. Reverend Pearson is a well-known activist, politician, pastor in our community, and so I was glad to attend his services. On September 7th, myself, city administrator, and our public works director attended Bowling Acres Awareness Day / Parade this past Saturday. Excellent turnout, beautiful day, just great to be around other elected officials and residents over there, and well received. This Saturday coming up, we'll be attending Pagedale's Awareness Day. And also September 21st, the city of Riverview, or the village of Riverview, will have theirs as well. We'll attend that. On October the 1st, I'm working with the police department, fire department, and our administration. We're going to have a big national night out event. So I have some flyers before we leave today. It's going to be trying to make this a real huge event. And so you will get more information about that coming up soon. And my last item on my mayor's report, we want to give someone some honor today in a proclamation. And I want to award a person who's been very active in this community. When I say this community, not necessarily Dellwood, but the North City community. He's provided a lot of spiritual guidance to many people in this area. And he's been very active in the political scene. I'm not going to read the entire proclamation, but I do want to honor, he has no idea that it's going to be him. And so we're going to honor Minister Donald Muhammad, who just recently turned 80 years old. And so he's the minister of Mosque 28. which is right down West Florissant and Park Lane, actually neighborhood where I grew up at. Used to be a funeral home, and it still is. It was Buck Holt's funeral home as we were kids growing up, and now it's a mosque. They do a lot of good work over there. He's the leader. Again, he's been a stalwart in the community. He's the type of guy. He's maybe not up front all the time and cameras, like some folks. I can't be Shaheed. I'll say no names. But he's really a friend to the community, a friend to elected officials. Gives good advice. He's always around to do that. Very knowledgeable of a array of subjects, and again, is one of the most respected religious leaders in our community. So this time, I'd like to call Minister Donald Muhammad up to the dais to receive his proclamation for turning 80 years old.
Amen.
He had no idea he thought it was Terry. This is Terry's song, by the way. Everybody come on in. Come on, Greg.
All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2.
Nice, very good. Nice frame.
I'm asking him just to say a few words. I know he's a minister, so keep it short. This ain't Sunday. I heard him preach before. He can go.
Dangerous thing to put a microphone.
Yeah.
But anyway, just let me start by saying in the name of God,
Yeah.
I'm so appreciative of the award, Mayor, and to the council members here in the city of Dellwood. I know that this is perhaps the best run municipality, in especially in North County, but I would say in all of St. Louis County. I really want to thank you for this, Mayor. And let me just say this before I sit down. The greatest honor that you gave me was when you asked me to come and pray for your mother.
Amen.
And it was so beautiful, you know, and I could still see the smile on her face. And just to fellowship with your family, that was real huge to me. When I left that house, I mean, I was on a very high spiritual high. So I want to just thank you for that too, as well. And thank the whole city of Dellwood. I didn't know my family was going to be here. And I see one of my old bosses in office. Thank you all so much. I appreciate you. I'm making it short. Thank you.
All right, let's go nowhere. We're going to take some more pictures at the end once we get to the agenda. Any board announcements at this moment? If not, I have new business. Administrator Terry Wilson.
All right, thank you, Mayor. Greetings, residents of the City of Dellwood. Greetings, board, and hello, how you doing? Real quick, I'm going to run through a couple of updates. As you all know, every year the board must pass the tax rate for the upcoming year, and it's all based on the assessment that the assessor's office provided for us. Unfortunately, those numbers will not be available until after this board meeting, and so once those numbers come to me, then be prepared, please, to meet briefly so we can pass that. Probably next week, I'm assuming, Gaynell, right? Probably next week.
We'll receive it, yes.
Okay. Yeah, and so we're required to pass the tax rate by the end of September. So we're on a time. Yeah. Okay. So once those come out, then we'll be rolling. So you all could approve the upcoming tax rate. Also for code enforcement, August was a very busy month for our code enforcement team. They issued 48 tickets, 14 warnings. They performed 31 residential inspections and 1 commercial inspection. We're excited to welcome Brilliant Angels Academy as the newest business in the city of Dellwood. We wish them much success. That's the new daycare that's over there in the R&R. I got word today that they got approved from the state to open for business. So they're ready to roll. We did our final walkthrough 2 weeks ago, and so they're ready to go. Also, just a quick reminder for residents, you must obtain a permit for a roll-off dumpster in City Hall before placing one on your property. The permit fee is $50. Also, I'm happy to report that the concrete street repairs have been completed on East Dale and Beecher. Those streets were in very bad condition and required immediate attention. And due to high demand from the concrete companies, there's been a delay on a lot of concrete work, but I'm pleased to say that the work is finally completed. Also, we have some roof repairs coming that will start this month from the hail damage at the rec center, and our insurance company is actually replacing the whole roof, so we're getting a brand new roof. Yeah, absolutely. And then also, I am happy to announce that we have 5 new homeowners in the city of Dellwood, and so we have 2 on Beecher, 1 on Wedge, 1 on Nashua, and 1 on Cardale. So we want to welcome our new residents. Actually, 1 came by today to update our voter registration. So I make sure I emphasize that when we get our new residents that we update the voter registration. Also, lastly, I have been closely monitoring the increase in revenue at the rec center since our renovations. And I'm pleased to share that things are trending in the right direction. So far this year, we've generated $47,641 in revenue, and that's from memberships, concessions, park rentals, and event space rentals. To kind of put it in perspective, last year in total, we made $46,809 total for the entire year. And so in just 9 months, we've already surpassed last year's total revenue. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and stop. If you have any questions, with that being said, that's my report, Mayor.
Thank you. Item B, Lieutenant Thompson, police report.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
For the month of August, we had 29 alarm calls, 5 assaults, 4 accidental injuries, 26 auto accidents, 2 burglaries, 21 check the welfares, 14 disturbance calls, 4 stolen vehicles, 8 larcenies, 4 missing juveniles, 6 ordinance violations, 5 property damage reports, 70 sick cases, 10 suspicious persons, 10 calls for shots heard, 11 suspicious vehicles, 423 traffic violations, and 19 parking violations, 7 911 hangups calls, which brings us to 671 total calls for service.
All right.
Anyone have any questions?
Any questions for Lieutenant Thompson? Thank you, sir. We're gonna, Kevin Williams not here for the recreation report. City Administrator will have some information to give out real quick.
All right, I'll just run down the list. Last month, we had 22 park rentals, 11 rec center rentals. The Redbird Rookie Ceremony took place. It was another successful season. The second annual back to school skate event, we gave out 168 backpacks. In addition, the kids enjoyed free haircuts, hot dogs, and chips. The summer concert series wrapped up with a final performance by the Plush Band. If you didn't go out there, I heard it was a great experience. Also, on the 20th, we hosted the Utility Assistance Program where Ameren and Spire came in and paid bills. It was a lot of people there. It was very packed. They also, at the Rec Center, celebrated Grandparents' Day on September 7th. And tomorrow, they will have the monthly 60 Plus Club meeting, the monthly meeting that they hold up there. Also, in August, we had 87 new memberships to the gym. And so this shows a strong interest in the investment that we made. We're renovating that. That's from Kevin.
All right, thank you. All right, now we go to item J, resolutions. Need a motion to adopt resolution 5-2024. Motion made by Alderwoman Wilkins. There's a second. Second by Alderwoman Johnson, any discussion? Roll call.
Alderwoman Johnson.
Yes.
Alderwoman Melton. Alderman Robinson. Alderwoman Wilkins. Alderwoman Artis. Alderwoman Carter. Alderman Holt. Motion passed.
Thank you. The next resolution was a late addition to the agenda that was sent out Friday, because we, had bids go out for the Hudson and Trask project. They came back and, want to go ahead and get on the agenda, came way in the budget, which is great, for the city. But this is, again, this was a grant that's paid by MoDOT, and the city will pay 20%. And so today we need to just, execute that so we can get started and get those street repairs. So look for a motion to approve Resolution 6-2024. Motion made by Alderman Johnson, to a second. Second by Alderman Wilkins. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderwoman Johnson.
Yes.
Alderwoman Melton. Alderman Robinson. Alderwoman Wilkins. Alderwoman Artis. Alderwoman Carter. Alderwoman Carter. Alderman Holt. Motion passed.
Thank you. This concludes the business portion of our meeting. Right now is the public portion. If you have any public comments, please state your name, address, and public statement.
Good evening, Laverne Mahoney, 50 South Floridale. I would like to first of all thank the city administrator and the code enforcer for coming out. I was having some issues over there, and he got on top of it. My neighbors have since resolved the issue, and we're still working together to try to get it done. Second of all, Mayor, you know, we've been dealing with this issue on South Floridale now for about 8 years. That sink is getting worse. It's traveling down the street now, so it needs much attention. And I want to take this opportunity to thank my brother right here, Brother Austin. We worked together for 22 years. We carried mail 10 years together. And this was the best person in the building. Always got a smile on his face, and you never had any issues with him. So I want to congratulate him on his award.
Amen.
Love you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Ellis Fitzwalter, 7 South Schluter. Got a couple questions. 27 or 29 South Schluter, that house that's been derelict for many years. I don't know which address it is because they kind of skip and the number's not even on the house anymore. Is there anything up with that and what they're going to be able to do with it? Or, I mean, it just keeps getting in worse and worse and worse shape.
So I will look into it and I will follow up with you with clear.
Okay.
That's one of the things South Street is about, right?
Yeah, and then across the street, about that same address, there's that brick house that has no power. Is that vacant now?
I believe so.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, and then that building of the old Show Me Tires, almost Parson?
Yeah, working on that one. Those guys moved across the street.
Right,
Yeah, they're in old Complete Auto.
yeah, so that's no longer complete, or they just
Yeah,
car
Complete kind of
owners?
sold it to them.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're working on cleaning that up.
Okay,
Actually, Officer Butler, I think, is working on that with them on that property, I believe.
okay. Thank you much.
All right, thank you. You have comments? If not, entertain a motion to adjourn. Make sure Alderman Holt, is there a second? Second by Alderwoman Melton, any discussion? All in favor, say aye. Opposed, no? You adjourn.